So it makes the pain, even much more worse. So that's why if someone has knee pain or the person has back pain and the weather is cold, it makes it worse. But when the weather is warm, it releases it a little bit. So that is actually how the body works, and that is how the mechanism works.
So let's talk about City Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center.
As you said, City Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center, rightly said, we relieve pain and we restore function. So any pain that has to do with your body, your joints, your muscles, those are the things that we take care of. For example, when we take care of, one of the main things that we do is to take care of your spinal pain, your spinal issues. So your spine actually, your spine comes from your neck all the way to your waist. So some people, you see some people, they have neck pain. Some people, they will have upper back pain. Some people will have low back pain. And all of these people live with this kind of pain without seeking remedy. And a lot of the time, in this part of the world, what we do is that, when we have pain, we depend on pain medication. We go for paracetamol, we go for Panadol, we go for this one. And there are some people, they will take painkillers almost every day. Almost every day. Every day I say, if you have a pain such that you need to take pain medication to be free, then there's a big problem. You have to seek solution, and you have to come and visit us at City Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center, and let's assess you. Let's see how best we can be able to help you. So initially when I said I talked about neck pain. So some people, they will have neck pain and it might come with stiffness. So not just neck pain, but then they cannot be able to turn their neck. So not only that, they might have neck pain, but you see that the neck pain is moving to their shoulder and it's moving to their hand and it's moving to their hands. They might have some tingling sensation. All of this is related to the neck pain that you have. If you have the neck pain and you have the pain shooting down to your hand and shooting down to your fingers, it's related to your neck pain. So that means what could be happening is that there could be a compression in your neck. God in his own wisdom has created the spine. The spine is made up of small bones. And in between the bones, we have what we call the intervertebral disc. The intervertebral disc serves as a shock absorber between the bones that are in the spine. So in this case, specifically the neck. And closer to it, there are nerves moving around, there are blood vessels and so many other things. So if there is any small disorder around that place, there will be compression on the disc, that shock absorber thing that I'm talking about, and it will shoot down the pain into your arm, and it will also make the neck very painful. So at City Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center, what we do is that we use the modalities in our hands to make sure that we take care of your neck pain, so that you'll be neck pain free. Can you imagine somebody with neck pain always? You can't sleep, you can't sit, you can't lie. Anything that you do, you have neck pain.
Even when somebody is trying to gossip with you, it's hard.
Exactly.
Look at that girl's makeup.
Exactly.
It takes you 1 hour to look at it.
Exactly. It takes you 1 hour. So you see, when the person is going to turn, the person has to turn the whole body before the person can be able to work.
By the time they've caught us.
So that's neck pain. And neck pain is a very serious issue. A lot of time it happens to people who are workers, who are bank workers, especially who sit in office, those who write, judges, tailors, because of the way they sit and they work, tailors. So there are some categories of workers, they have neck pain a lot. So if you have neck pain, don't wait until your pain becomes so bad you have to be always be taking pain medication. Please come and visit our City Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center.
You guys don't do no pain medication, medicine, drugs, what do you do?
You see, when you are taking care of spinal issues, okay, there are levels of taking care of it. So you can give pain medication. We will not go give you pain medication because the pain medications will be given to you by your doctors. But then pain medication alone is not enough to solve your neck and your spinal problems. So the medication always go in to just relieve the pain for a while. After a while, when the pain medication goes out of your system, because what is happening in your neck is still there, you will still have the pain. So what we do at City Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center, we have a way of manipulating your neck. So if there's any compression, we release the compression into your neck.
With what?
We have a way of releasing the stiffness in your neck.
What do you use?
Exactly. So as I said, we have a lot of in physiotherapy. We have what we call the modalities that we use. We use heat therapy. So for example, at City Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center, we have what we call shortwave diathermy. It's a form of heat therapy that we actually use to treat neck pain. We have what we call transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. So it's a form of stimulation that we use to stimulate your neck and to relieve the pain. We use acupuncture. Acupuncture has been proven to show very effective in relieving musculoskeletal pains, including neck pain. We use massage. Okay, we massage, very good professionals that we actually use massage to relieve your neck pain. We do what we call manual or mechanical cervical traction. We do traction. We tract your neck. We pull it so that the compression, the tension in your neck is relieved. You know, because a lot of the time it could be due to a lot of tension. We do all of this. So we use all these physical modalities so that at the end of the day, you walk in with pain and you walk out without pain.
So all of these things, I'm not sure you combine all of it to treat one thing. You have to
so that is why we are professionals. When you come, we assess you and we see which of these modalities will be good for you.
Okay.
You know, there are some people whose pain are very acute pain. Some people's are chronic pain. So the way you treat an acute pain is different from the way you treat a chronic pain. So if you go to a quack or somebody who doesn't know what to do, you have an acute pain and he does something, he will make your pain worse. Or even if you have a chronic pain and he does something, he makes your pain worse. But because we are professionals, we know what to do at every stage of your neck episode. So we will apply the necessary modalities. So all this that I mentioned to you, there are tools that are available to us. So upon our assessment, we will choose which one is best for you upon our assessment.
Okay. And last time you mentioned that the fact that you've been treated of your stroke or something like that doesn't necessarily mean you start walking and moving.
Okay. So
how do you aid someone in that?
Exactly. So I mean, we've moved the topic to stroke now. You see, neck pain is different from stroke. Now, to just describe stroke a little bit for you, stroke actually happens in the head.
Okay.
It happens in the head. There are two types of stroke. We call the ischemic stroke and the hemorrhagic stroke. The hemorrhagic ones is when the blood vessels in your head they become burst and the blood pours on your brain. So if the blood pours on your left side of your brain, your right hand side becomes weak. If it pours on the right side of the brain, the right hand or the right side of your body becomes weak. Ischemic one is also when the blood vessels also become blocked. When they become blocked, then you might have this paralysis. Now, when this happens, the first thing you immediately need to do is to move to the hospital for the doctors to do their investigation. Sometimes they might do the head CT scan or MRIs or whatever investigation they have to do and give you pain medication to stop the bleeding in your head or to stop the ischemia in your head. When this stage finishes, the rest of the job becomes the job of the physiotherapist. Because even if the bleeding in your head stops, it means the weakness is already over there. Now it's for us to teach you how to start walking, how to start using your hand. We use the various modalities in our hands so that sometimes people they have from zero. There's no movement. Even the fingers cannot move at all. So we start gradually, taking you through the process and making sure that we bring strength to your hand and we bring strength to your legs. There are some people too, they wait. They don't start physiotherapy early. You realize that the hands becomes very stiff. If you see them from a distance, you see that this person has a stroke because of the way the person holds his hand, and they cannot even move their legs. Some people, if you see them, the way they even move their legs, they move their legs from the hips. They cannot lift their legs. So all of these things, you come to our center, we help to correct these things so that you don't come with so much disability. Because stroke comes with so much deformity. So with what we do, we try to reduce the deformity as much as possible, taking you through all this rehabilitation processes using the modalities that is at our hand. And at Assistive Physiotherapy and Rehabilitations, we have all the equipment and all the human resource capacity to be able to help you to restore your function. That's why one of our mantra is what? We restore your function. We relieve pain, and we also what? Restore your function.
Is that the same thing you apply to people who are grown, like old people? Is that the same thing you apply to people who are old?
Yes, exactly. I always say, and this is what I always mention, when we are younger, our parents, our grandparents, they help to nurture us to grow up, and now we start working. We become responsible people. But much as we become responsible, now their weakness, they start begin to have what? Weakness. Their health begin to what? Decline. And one of the major things that they have weakness in their lower limbs. They have knee pain, they have shoulder pain, they have neck pain. So all of these things, we can help to slow down that aging process. That aging process, because the moment the person starts having knee pain, the person is not able to walk. So therefore the person is always sitting. And if you don't exercise, you're always sitting, your cardiovascular fitness decreases. So if your cardiovascular fitness decreases, that means cardiovascularly you are not fit. At the same time, your muscles becomes what? Weaker. So you realize that one problem leads to the other. So the degeneration start accelerating. So one of the things that we do is what? Geriatric care. We take care of people who are old. So we take them through exercise like regime appropriate for their age, so that at least the aging process or the rate at which they are becoming weak is actually what decrease. So they might have pain here and there, the